Whiteout conditions throughout the Great Plains sure made travel difficult, but we're still expecting a full house at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver.
Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
If you look at this Bronco defense,
and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Now here's Mahomes.
that's complete to Palmer.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
The Broncos at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll swing this out to Harvey.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hold on, set. Pull left. Ready. 180. Go. Bombers.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Kill. Olay. Hold on, set. Olay. Captain.
Nix to the air.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And they'll try to run the option here.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A 1st down carry for Smith. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So you look at this Bronco defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. This is intercepted.
Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
After a long 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
Running left, it's Smith. Nice little juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Show a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Smith up the middle. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Kansas City.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
2nd and 10. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4.
Hold on, set. Ready. Nice 44. Captain. Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Zone read to give to Harvey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Third and goal, option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix keeping it himself from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now 3rd down and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Stand here. Stand here. Stand here. 11.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Captain. Olay.
To throw is Nix. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this 2nd half as we are back underway in Denver.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. And I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Return.
Throwing Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
Now they'll change things up.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Go.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
37.
Again, it's Harvey.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
12 yards.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Caught along the left side by Howard.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Bombers. Catching. Away. Hold on, set.
Now it's Nix.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hold on, set. Ready.
On 3rd down, Harvey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 16-yard line.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, Take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Nix from the shotgun. Looking high its way once again.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Harvey is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
They'll go. Here's Harvey.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
On J. Harvey. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
27, Chiefs 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
On the draw, this is Smith.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Easy. All right, go, Lou,
Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill. Oh, my son. Ready. Away. Bombers.
Nix to the air.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 11.
Ready. Show. Away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
21 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Away. Bombers.
Back to throw now on first down. Going for it all.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Second and 10.
Nix to throw again. He connects with Hyatt.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here's Parker from the gun on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Off-play action. Parker. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st down, back to Harvey.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Wait, hunt. Hey, motion. To the right, yeah. Hey, Sean, let's go. Motion.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the give, it's Harvey.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.